Hello, it's Raymond, New York Times top 10 best-selling author, but you probably know me. What you don't know is that I'm on vacation right now, but what you don't know about my vacation is I'm having trouble being on vacation because you don't have the credibility and the visibility and the branding and the income and the ease of income that I know you can have and want you to have and you want to have. So what's the difference? What's the difference between you and me? What's the difference between the income and the ease of income that you could have versus what you have now? Now, I know you're doing okay now, but maybe you're even doing what you call great now, but it could be way, way greater. How do I know that? Because at age 39, I was a complete life loser. At age 39, I was $100,000 in debt. I was 50 pounds overweight. My boss had just fired me. My wife had just kicked me out of our marriage. I was a 39-year-old life loser, and now I have the life of my dreams, a one-week vacation every single month, a one-month vacation every single year. What was the difference? Because if I could identify what the difference is, I could teach it to you. I know the difference. I actually know the difference. The difference is I'm really well branded, but even better than that, I'm up-branded. Up-branded. Please make a note of that. Branding is one thing. Branding is what makes you stand out. Branding is what makes people line up to want to buy from you. Branding is what makes people, when they have a certain need for a certain product or service, you're the first one on their mind. But up branding makes you even more distinguished. And interestingly, you can not only get branded and then up-branded, you can go directly to being up-branded, which is the best there is. Every single person who is branded, every single person who understands how important it is to continually up your brand, every single such person has a greater and greater and greater ease of earning more and more and more money. How can I possibly earn so much more than the average person in the Western world every single year? I'm not talking about 2 times more. I'm talking about like 50 to 100 times more. How is that possible? And the answer is up branding. And the way you get up branded is by latching onto the coattails of those people whose brand is way higher than you. And when you do that, you in sense inherit the brand of the person that you have jumped onto the coattails of or the lap of. And so I'm uniquely qualified to give you that up branding, which will give you the income and the ease and the vacations and the freedom from debt and the freedom from worry about where the next buck's going to come from. I know exactly how to do that, and the secret is up branding. You see, when I was asked to do a Chicken Soup for the Soul book and then a second one, whoa, I was enormously up-branded because I got to play with Jack Canfield. I got to play with the brand Chicken Soup for the Soul, which at that time was the gleamingest brand in the world. And so I was pulled up by those brands. And then I got to do a For Dummies book, Branding Small Business for Dummies. And that pulled me up as well. Not just because of so many other authors of the For Dummies series who are world famous, but the brand For Dummies itself is world famous. And so I got pulled up by both of those. I want to get you a For Dummies book, but they're not allowing any more new authors. I want to get you a Chicken Soup book, but they're not allowing any more Chicken Soup authors. So I went to my coach and I said, what can I do? And he said, Raymond, how many people in the world have ever done a Chicken Soup book and a For Dummies book? I looked it up. I'm the only one. I am the only one in the whole world who has ever done both of those. And so my coach said to me, Raymond, you are uniquely qualified to start your own nonfiction branded series. And in order to make sure that you are an authority, because all authorities are rich. You see, an expert is someone who knows stuff, but most experts are broke. But when you're perceived not as an expert, that is someone who knows stuff, but when you're perceived as someone who's dignified and branded, when they see you in that light, you're an authority, and every authority is rich. So I didn't call my series Chicken Soup or For Dummies. I called my series The Authorities. The Authorities. And I am willing to take on a few more of my clients in the Authority series. You have to audition because I've got to keep the standards high. I've got to keep my brand shiny in this his brand new series. I shouldn't even say brand new now because it's going like crazy. I've allowed a certain number of authors in. I've kept the quality really high, and man, is it ever taking off. And those who got in, those who are in the Authority series, man, their income is accelerating. Their ease of getting gigs, getting jobs, getting contracts, getting clients, getting patients has skyrocketed. The testimonials are so, so exciting. So in the Authorities, you have the lead chapter, and then there's 3 celebrity chapters, but the celebrity chapters come after you. One of them is the world famous creator of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, Dr. John Gray. So his Authority chapter will be after yours, which dignifies you even more. And then there's 9 other chapters. And what are those other chapters is the best part of the whole book. Your chapter is the lead chapter in your book. But we also guarantee you that you'll be in 9 other books in one of the following chapters. And what that means is, and typically my clients are going through about 1,000 copies that they sell or give out. So your chapter could be in as many as 9,000 other books handed out or sold to other people. Yes, you could get in front of as much as 9,000 other people at no cost whatsoever to you, and in front of people you could never ever get to. So in the Authorities book, you're the lead chapter. There's then 3 celebrity chapters, and then there's 9 other chapters of other people. Just so that it's a book of authorities. You can say, I wrote the book called The Authorities, and I am the lead authority. Really powerful. You can even say, have you heard of the world famous Dr. John Gray? I think he's the 4th chapter. That really dignifies you. But you are in roughly 9,000 other copies of books that are getting handed out or sold to other people you could never reach. This is the most powerful series because how does it make you an authority? Because it's called The Authorities. It's just an amazing. And in order to make sure that your chapter is dazzling, you can write as much of it as you wish, but we will also, if you want, write it for you. And if you've already written a book, particularly through my own 10-10-10 program of writing a book to get branded, then we can write it even easier and even faster. We can get your Authorities book out very fast. It'll be the most amazing calling card you could ever imagine. And all you have to do is click on that button below. Just click on that button. That doesn't mean you get in. Oh no. It means you're eligible for an audition. Eligible for audition. We want to know what kind of business or charity or vision that you have. We want to know that we can be proud of your chapter. Well, I know for sure we're going to be proud of it because we're going to write it for you. Of course, you review it and edit it and redline whatever you wish. So we work together. It's a collaboration. But we'll write it for you. We'll give you 100 copies of the book. We edit it. We format it. We've got the cover all designed. And by the way, on the cover is 3 world famous celebrities and you. Talk about being up-branded. It's amazing. You can even have your picture larger than the other 3 celebrities. If you want to find out who the 3 celebrities are, if you want to find out if you qualify, then click on that button, audition to get into The Authorities.